I say it a bit, but that is dream living shit. I don't know if it's just signs of the raw coming on, with hunters getting flown in and out everywhere at the moment, or if it's a sign of the tar cull, but there's been 3 choppers in the last hour, and it's probably more I've seen in the whole fucking time I've been here. So bit spewing, I suppose that's pushing a few animals back into the scrub. All I'm going to do this Savo, I guess, is just get up high and see if the hinds are doing anything different. I haven't seen them yet, but I slept in today, which was pretty sweet. I was just about to gear up and head back up in this valley behind me, but don't think I'll even bother. I might just have a full chill one today, and then today's Sunday, so then give it Monday through the middle of the week and give that a good nudge and see what happens by next weekend, I suppose. The old broken tent pole still works, but things are starting to fall apart. Pretty crucial timing. Like 9 days out from the start of when they should start roaring, and your tent's done in a pole. I'm down to just eating noodles again, which is all good. I sort of planned that this time, but then now I've just got choppers going in and out. I don't know, tough gig. Since the chopper episode, I've actually climbed up fucking fair way up this side creek. I shot that at that tar yesterday over the other side, so I'm just going to mosey on up right up into this headwaters and look for a chamois actually, but I have noted a fair bit of tar sign just on the way up, so definitely in the tar country. Got a couple of little scatters of trees up here which is giving me shade. It's sort of overcast day and I wasn't sure it was going to come up because of looks like it might rain, but it's the sun's come out and she's pretty humid, but I can sort of see the deer from here as well, and hopefully find something over here. There's a little bit of deer sign that's come down since that rain. That rain was only 2 days ago, so fingers crossed there's still a stag up here, and he pops out within 300. But I'm just going to do one night up here. This could be my bed down here. Oh, they brought the sleeping bag, the inner bag, and I brought my bivvy bag this time, so it's going to be a bit of a night out. So I'll see how I go. Touch base when something happens a bit later on in the day, or I'll find some water. Did forget to mention that had a near fatal bloody fall there before. I think it's alright, but copped a bit of skin off. Bloody thought I ripped my arse apart. Just rock give way and I was on the hard dirt rock slope. I slid down probably 10 metres and then my heels dug in and I cut across, got out of it, but wasn't far away from throwing the old rifle away and just holding on for dear old life. It sort of went down, bit of scrub and then down, so that's how easy it can happen. Moved up out of that gully, I just don't feel like there's going to be much there. Might have heard a few rocks kicking as if a tar did run somewhere, but it could have been just my rocks falling down too. Probably not the wisest move to go in there after letting off those crackers yesterday, but there was quite a couple of big systems, which probably just acted as a big amphitheatre for the shot anyway, but regardless, come back out the front, can see all those deer again, a couple. There's a stag there with them, so I think he's only that 6-pointer from the other day. But keeping my eye on him, still got quite a while till the dark. Flat enough spot here for camp. That'll bloody do me anyway. I guess the way this goes down is I'm just watching these hinds, and they're the lure for this stag to come up with one night. then I can spot them, and then at some stage I can watch them bed down, or where they go into of a morning or something. Then I can plan to get up there for that afternoon when they step out and try and shoot him. That's the way this plan's sort of trying to come together. It's sort of like a real patient waiting game. I just don't think I'm going to be able to get to him in time from seeing him from far away. And I don't really want to pressure him. Heaps going on, but that's sort of what's going on. But yeah, wait and see what happens. Glassing from the old bivvy bag. Bad bloody view either. Howdy. A very brief update. Just spent the last 2 days in at the farmhouse. I walked out to get a few supplies and ran into a lady, and she reckoned it was going to piss down rain for the next couple of days. So I went into the service and got a bit of a weather report and whatnot. And I've had a bit of rain today, but I've been back since this morning. I think it's Wednesday. So been back since this morning, had a bit of rain. It seems to have cleared out a bit now, and it's going to spend the next week or so again back on the chase of these deer. Luckily seen one hind this morning and just had a spiker step out now feeding after this rain, so just going to keep waiting and hanging. I'm going to do a fair bit more moving around the valley this time. I'm going to get up there a bit more and just chase a few around. But fingers crossed that big one, or a good one, steps out again, eh? Been eating these bloody things dry for the last week, or last couple of trips now, so I'm really looking forward to having some boiled, warm noodles. Bring 'em on. A few deer out, end up being 6 up in there, so that's cool to know that they're there. Still got an hour before dark, but not too stressed. There's a bit of a wind, and it's sort of a warm wind. I'll just worry about it all. Start hunting hard tomorrow morning. I know a few people have been asking what the tape is for on my stock. A couple of reasons. At first, my heels were just copping it, so I was putting it inside my socks and whatnot, keep me bloody heels from running. Then, alternatively, it's just like a spare roll of tape. You know, the duct tape's quite thick on a roll, and it's not something you really want to be carting around in your pack. So it's, yeah, just spare tape. And for things like right now, I've got my tent pole's broken, so I'll just reinforce here heaps to get me through the next couple of weeks, and then I'll probably have to get another. So no, it's not me Mossberg. It's me Vango tent. Alright, so that's the story there. Five or 6 tar in one mob, and that old one I kept seeing about a month ago coming up and down the hill, he's back out. Really interesting to note that their colours, they darken right up with the slight change in the season, so they're not easy to spot, but they're better to spot in the tussock. They seem to be just up on the edge of the bush in the scrub at the moment, same as those other 3 the other day. But I'm going to delay the red deer hunt and do a night over on these tar tomorrow, and maybe another one another night on them further up around the back of that hill, which is out behind me. They're over near a group of trees just over here. With the change of season comes the change of their coats. Just starting to grow their winter coat. So that's me plan for the next 24 to 48 hours, and then that will get me 2 days closer to the start of the roar. Because I cannot find, for the life of me, find another stag over there. He just won't pop out. Murphy's Law is though, he's probably popping out now while I'm up in here. But if he starts roaring, then I'll know exactly where he is. And worse, otherwise I'm hoping he'll just closer to that start, he'll group up with the hinds. That's all I can really hope for. Anyway, see you tomorrow.